NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now. This is Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down.
Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry down for Benny Snell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Intended for Juju.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On first down, McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on them. 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Just a couple yards there down to the 17.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, it's McFarland.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Anthony McFarland.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
4.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Steelers 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 6.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Being chased out left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Into the icy winter air. Watch out for Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. This up over the 25 and the 26. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Connor looking for space, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He'll the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 30, Steelers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Chiefs.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. Absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st down, Chiefs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, 68 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
37. Steelers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
21 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown from 19 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Bad decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, 5, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 61 yards, and the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop it.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Mecole Hardman. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they will take a knee here.
Mahomes on the keeper.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down and goal.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will hand to counter, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts
It's a gain of
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
at the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the in blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like